Honorable Chief Minister of Tamilnadu, Thiru Stalin Sahab, Honorable Education Minister, Honorable Health Minister, other Honorable Ministers present on the stage, officers, dignitaries, students, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I want to give my best wishes and congratulate you all on the Teachers' Day today. The teachers are the foundation of our country. I feel we have the best teachers in the world. The difficult conditions in which the teachers in our country work, and despite that they are able to produce results. I salute all the teachers in our country. I am very, very happy to be here today. And I want to congratulate Thiru Stalin Sahab. What a way to celebrate Teachers' Day. So many education initiatives are being started today. 26 schools of excellence, 15 model schools, and a very revolutionary scheme, sorry if I pronounce it wrongly, Puttumai Pen. This scheme is going to prove path-breaking and revolutionary in the times to come, not just for the women of Tamil Nadu, but for the whole country. I want to share my experience when Stalin Saab came to Delhi. In the last week of March, we got a message that Stalin Saab wants to come and visit Delhi government schools. I was very surprised because in our country, we rarely see chief ministers going to each other's state and see the schools or the hospitals. Most of the time of a politician goes in politics, and very little time is spent on development. So I asked my office to confirm doubly whether it is true that he wants to come to see the schools and Mohalla clinic. They said, yes, he just wants to come to see the schools and Mohalla clinic. I was so happy to receive him. I personally went and received him. I took him around the school. I took him around the Mohalla clinic. And during media interaction, he announced that he will open similar schools of excellence in Tamil Nadu, and he will invite me for the inauguration. So I was very sure that he's going to do that. But I thought it might take about a year, 2 years, 3 years before it happens. Stalin Sahab, I'm so pleasantly surprised that you have done it in 6 months. Within 6 months, now I got an invitation to come and make the announcement that 26 schools of excellence will soon be started in Tamil Nadu. I am told that there are already 10 model schools which are working here, and 15 more model schools are going to start now. It is very important that we all learn from each other. India is one country. We might belong to different political parties, but there is so much of good work that each government in each state is doing. And it is extremely important that we learn from each other. This scheme, Puttumai Pen, is this the way we announce it? Is it okay? In this scheme, any girl student who has studied in a government school from 6th class to 12th class, once she goes to a college for an undergraduate degree, she will be paid 1,000 rupees per month by the government. I'm sure this is going to prove revolutionary in the times to come. Firstly, It will provide financial assistance to a family. I know personally, I know there are a large number of girl students who are very intelligent, who are very good in their studies, but because of the poor financial condition of their family, they discontinue their studies. All such girl students will be able to pursue their studies subsequently. Secondly, there are a number of girls who are married off at an early age. Now the family will have an incentive to send the girl to college and not marry her at an early age. So I am sure that the whole country will watch this scheme very carefully, and not just in Tamil Nadu. This scheme will prove revolutionary for the whole country in times to come. There are 27 crore students who go to school in our country. Out of that, 18 crore students go to government schools, almost two-thirds. 66% of the students go to government schools. And we know that the condition of the government schools all across the country, barring a few, good initiatives are being taken in Tamil Nadu. A lot of work has been done in Delhi. Some other state governments also might be doing good work. Barring a few, the condition of most of the government schools is really, really pathetic. My question is, how can all of us want our country to become #1 country in the world. All of us want the country to become a developed country. But if 66% of our schools, of our children are getting rotten education in government schools, how can the country progress? We can make long speeches, we can make big speeches that we want the country to become a developed country, we want the country to become #1. But unless and until we start providing good education in government schools, as good as in private schools, I think the dream of becoming a developed country will always remain distant. It should be the right of each child born in this country, whether rich or poor. It is the right of each child to get good education and free education in our country. And it should be the duty of each government to provide good education and quality education and free education to each child born in this country. This should have happened in 1947 itself. In 1947, when our country became independent, I think the first and foremost emphasis should have been given on the education to our children. It did not happen at that time. In the last 75 years also, we have not given the required, whatever emphasis was required on the education. But still, if all of us come together, the way Stalin Saab has started this in Tamil Nadu, we have started in Delhi. I think if all the state governments come together, if the central government comes together, I am sure that within 5 years, we can make all government schools in the country and start providing best education. I am very disheartened that in some of the states I keep hearing that the government schools are being closed. In some states, they have started charging high fees, 500. In one of the states, they are charging 500 rupees per month per child in the government schools. If they close the government schools, where will the poor children go for education? How will the poor man educate his kids? Almost 2/3 of our kids will remain illiterate. And in a country where 2/3 of the kids are illiterate, the country cannot progress. So I am so happy that I am here today when so many education initiatives are being launched, and I wish my best wishes to Stalin Sahab, and I hope that he will keep calling me again and again whenever he launches his new initiatives in education, and I look forward to receiving him again in Delhi. Whenever we launch any new initiative, we will always invite him. Thank you so much. Thank you.